Hello everybody, welcome to this channel once again today. This is David. Leo tunataka tusome biochemistry kidogo. Welcome and let's enjoy it together. Today we'll discuss something about serum bilirubin and see how about what is this thing called serum bilirubin. So guys, if this is the first time you are following or reviewing my videos, then kindly like the video, have a comment below there, subscribe, share, and press the notification button so that when you produce another video you get notified. So let's jump into it together. So bilirubin is always formed when there is red cell destruction or when the red cells have reached their lifespan, that is 120 days. So what happens is that when the red cells have reached their lifespan or they have been destroyed due to some hemolytic disorders, we'll find that it is the hemoglobin in the red cell is broken down into heme and globin. So the heme part of the hemoglobin is converted into, is broken down into bilirubin, which is a green pigment. The green pigment is then reduced to bilirubin. So bilirubin, we have two types of bilirubin. We have direct bilirubin and indirect bilirubin. Direct bilirubin is conjugated, it is water soluble, it's non-toxic, it is non-protein bound, and it's also alcohol soluble. That all those features contrast the indirect bilirubin except the alcohol soluble. Both of them are alcohol soluble. So direct bilirubin, this one, the estimation for the direct bilirubin and indirect bilirubin or total serum bilirubin is very important in the diagnosis of either liver disease or some hemolytic disorders. And the normal range of the normal reference for total serum bilirubin is between 0.1 to 0.8 grams per deciliter, or grams percent, or grams per 100 mils. So that is the normal range of the total or serum bilirubin. So to an extent there can be an elevation of bilirubin level. I've said that can be due to can be due to liver disease or hemolytic disorders, and this results to impartation of the yellow pigment of the bilirubin into body tissues, notably the skin, the tongue, the sclera, that is the white part of the eye. You can see, you will notify or will notice the presence of this by the yellow coloration of those parts of the body. So in that will give you an indication that there has to be a problem or what could be the cause of this. And the presence or impartation of yellow coloration into body tissues, as I've just said, in the skin, tongue, and the sclera, that's called jaundice. So that will take us to discuss about jaundice, which is the impartation of yellow color to the body tissues as a result of elevated bilirubin levels. So the jaundice is categorized into three, that is hemolytic jaundice or the pre-hepatic jaundice. You have obstructive jaundice or the post-hepatic jaundice, and the hepatic jaundice or hepatocellular jaundice. To begin with the hemolytic jaundice or the prehepatic jaundice, we'll find that in hemolytic or prehepatic jaundice, most of the bilirubin is indirect or non-conjugated. These causes may be due to hemolytic disease of newborn, can be due to pernicious anemia, can be due to blood transfusion reaction, can be due to malaria, can be also be due to sickle cell anemia or chemical toxicity. Any of these conditions we realize that there is so much hemolysis that the liver fails to cope with the conjugation of all the bilirubin. So the indirect bilirubin more of them will be released. So this will, when you check at the laboratory findings, we will find that total bilirubin is always high. The direct bilirubin remains normal. Indirect bilirubin is always elevated, and there is no bilirubin in urine. So when we check on the hepatic jaundice or the hepatocellular jaundice, we'll find that both direct and indirect bilirubin are always elevated. This may be caused due to infective hepatitis. We can also have liver cirrhosis, we can also have hepatic necrosis or chemical toxicity. All these may cause defective conjugation or the intrahepatic obstruction. Laboratory findings can be: 1. Total bilirubin is always elevated, indirect bilirubin is elevated, direct bilirubin is elevated, and there is also presence of bilirubin in urine. Then the last part, which is the obstructive or posthepatic jaundice, we'll find that in this type of jaundice, most of the bilirubin is direct bilirubin, and direct bilirubin is always conjugated. It's non-toxic, it is water soluble, it is alcohol soluble, it is non-protein bound. Causes may be due to pancreatitis or cysts and gallstones or calculi. This causes obstructive or blockage of the spleen or the bile duct. The laboratory findings can be: total serum bilirubin is elevated, direct bilirubin is elevated, indirect bilirubin remains normal in this, and bilirubin in urine there is presence of bilirubin in urine, and urobilinogen can be low or absent in urine. And that is how we determine the cause of maybe hepatic disease or hemolytic disease that results to impartation or yellow pigmentation or jaundice. And that's the end of it. So guys, if you are pleased with the video, kindly like, comment, subscribe and share. Let's meet in the next video. Thank you.